Welcome in Hydroid. Welcome in Hydroid.
I did some research.
One eternity later.
And found this, that recently the game has facing downfall, which happened to almost every game. But when IT updates come or install a new feature, IT will rise again. The popularity starts to peak again, and with millions of players. Let's talk about Brawl Stars global releases. In December 2018, the game was released to the world, and this was the game changer for Brawl Stars, and as expected the game did extremely well, with over 100 million downloads in the first 6 months. But that's not it. Brawl Stars continued to grow for a year and a half with consistent updates and everything from Supercell, which brought in millions of players to the game. And finally, in 2020, Brawl Stars became one of the most trending games out there for Android, taking over other popular titles like Clash of Clans and Clash Royale. And due to the fact it was around the time when COVID-19 took over the world and everyone was forced to stay at home with all the time in the world to play games, many people did turn to Brawl Stars, and that proved to be the peak of it. Now it's time for the most big topic. Let's discuss about that too. Is it worth playing Brawl Stars in 2021? The game surely had its fair share of ups and downs in the past, and we can't ignore the fact that recently the game hasn't been gaining a lot of attention, but that doesn't mean the game is dying either, as there are still a lot of players playing the game. And as a matter of fact, the game was downloaded over 1 million times in the past month, which tells a lot about the popularity of the game. Supercell surely needs to add some more features to the game, as many players have been asking for quite a long time now, which could bring back the old players as well as attract the new players to the game. And the best example of that are games like PUBG and Fortnite that keeps on introducing new items, skins and passes to keep the players interested in the game. Our verdict: there's no denying of the recent downfall the game has been facing, but that's what happens to all the games, and with new features and updates, the popularity starts to peak again, and with millions of players, this game isn't going anywhere anytime soon. We know you might be thinking that it's too late to start the game now, but there's always some great old Brawl Stars accounts that you can buy for cheap, so you don't have to spend all the time grinding to climb ranks and make unnecessary purchases in the game.